Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Sideline Stories with Kim and Kelly, where their hardwood meets real life.
All right, so today we have some breaking news.
We got some special news for y'all coming up. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned in. So we're about to talk about what's in front of us right now.
Yeah, first I see you got your LeBrons.
I did. I finally found them.
Your shoes are so nice all the time.
I had to look through a whole bunch of boxes to find them, but I did find them, and they're here.
Well, and honestly, I reminded you to bring them.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, you said you were going to bring them.
And I had to find them. It's tough when you have like over 200-300 pair of shoes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's tough.
That's ridiculous. But anyway, so you want to talk about the trophies you bought?
Okay, so the taller trophy I actually got at the Sam Mark Foundation.
The banquet?
Yeah, the banquet.
They always have with sports visions.
And it's sponsored by Aflac, and Brookstone got Team of the Year in 2023.
Okay.
So that was fun. That was a great year. That year we ended up making it to the state championship, and we lost by 10 points to a tough George Walton team. But it was super fun, and in front of it, that's the runner-up trophy. So it's pretty nice to be able to add it to my resume, and I was super proud of the girls. And we weren't supposed to be there. We were ranked a 7 seed.
Okay.
So
made it to the state championship.
Made it to the state championship.
That's awesome.
And it was an amazing experience.
Okay. So you got your 2023, and 2023, we also did like a news segment together.
We did.
But we lost in the Final Four. You won, so you made it to the state championship that year. I was cheering for you. My hardware over here, I also have a trophy from Sam Mark. I believe mine says Coach of the Year for 2025. I also have our state championship basketball from GHSA, and all the girls have signed it, and coaches. Some other trophies just commemorating our championship season from this year and our runner-up season from last year. So we've done a lot of winning the last few years, and that's fun, but it didn't always start off that way. So we're going to get into that a little bit later.
Yep. So this is our first break, and you're watching Sideline Stories with Kim and Kelly.
Thank you.
My bad. I'll try to give you a little shout out. But with Kim and Kelly on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back.
Here comes more big rigs, loaded with new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,500 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until October. Glenn Smith GMC, now celebrating 33 years. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith and Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $13,000 off MSRP. New 2026 Chevy Equinox with all-around versatility and affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291 5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back with.
Go ahead. We're back.
And we're back with Sideline Stories with Kim and Kelly on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So, question. How did you get into coaching?
So I definitely didn't know that I wanted to be a coach.
Same.
My major was business.
Same.
And I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to make money. I actually also thought about being a lawyer, because I do like law. But my assistant coach at my college, she always said, you would make a great coach. Just always. You would make a great coach. You would make a great coach. So I worked camps, of course, with the college, with Shorter University. And it's something I kind of just fell into because it was a natural thing to me. Like, I love kids and I love the game of basketball. So it's natural for me to like just teach it. And so I actually got my first kind of job opportunity with Columbus State. I was going to be the graduate assistant for Jonathan Norton, Coach Jonathan Norton, when he was at Columbus State. And so I was with them for a few months. But before I got all the way in, I got a call from my head coach at Shorter, Vic Mitchell, saying that he needed an actual assistant. So, you know, it's GA versus assistant.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so I'm going to go get that experience. So I got to do that. And then after I did that for a year, I decided to move back home after having Callie, you know, my daughter, your niece. And I kind of fell into coaching when I was subbing at Carver, turned into a full-term position. And, of course, they're like, hey, you're here. Coach Hunley's like, come on, you got to help me. You got to coach with me. So I started going to practices, and then, you know, the rest is history. So what about you?
So I guess kind of similar without the college part, but I graduated from college and I'm at home really just finishing up my master's, and Dee Gordon calls me and says, hey, what are you doing, cuz? And I'm like, nothing, just vacationing and living life.
Yeah.
And she was like, you should help me coach middle school girls basketball at Brookstone. And I was like, no. And I was like, I don't think I would be a good coach, because I was like, I'm kind of still in player mode. Like, I'm like,
it's hard. You're super competitive.
I'm probably gonna like go off on these girls like that. I don't know that they're ready, like, for me. Like, I was nervous, and she was like, no, you'll be perfect. You'll be fine. She was like, we got a good squad. She was like, we went undefeated last year, and I was like, okay. So I decided to go ahead and join her. And at the time, the athletic director at Brookstone was Jay Sparks. And we
also
have a long history with him, and, you know, him coaching at Columbus State. Like, I remember going to see CSU women games, and he was coaching. So familiar with him, and they allowed me to come in and become the middle school assistant girls basketball coach. And from that time on, it just kind of happened, just kind of fell in my lap. And then, of course, I moved up after the first year. I moved up to be the JV head coach, and then Jay Sparks assistant coach, and he was coaching the girls. So, and that next year I got the head job. So it's just kind of
being in the right place, the right time, but also you know, your experience and your knowledge is invaluable. So people want you to coach their kids, so they can share that with them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to go ahead and break the news to everybody?
I don't know. You think they're ready?
I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised and excited, though.
I don't know. They might have been expecting.
Go ahead and do it.
All right. Well, I guess taking my talents back home to College Drive. And I'll be working.
Go Hawks!
I'll be working with back with the family. And I'll be her assistant, one of her assistants, and then I'll also be teaching geometry at Hardaway. So I'm super excited to just do something new and be around you all again, and it'll be fun.
It is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We have two very different personalities, which
Yep.
people were finding out. We've been in pre-planning this week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
That's
already
funny.
Mr. Carter was like, you and your sister are so different. That's what he said. He said, you and your sister are so different. You know, because I'm always smiling, and then you were kind of just looking. And he was like, are you okay?
Yeah, he did ask me that. But I just trying to, I'm like watching and trying to figure out,
You have a lot to learn.
the lay of the land and things like that.
Teaching
And
geometry is going to be tough.
it is, but we like math. Math is my favorite subject. So
So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for the kids, for students. I already saw some of the schedules. Some of my players are going to be, some of our players
I can't
are
wait.
going to be in your class.
I can't wait. They better come correct and not act up in class.
Yes. I'm excited. So it's always awesome to have another coach in the building. And so I'm excited that you're going to join me. So.
Well, thanks for having me.
Of course. So what do you think, as far as like coaching philosophy wise, do you think that we are going to agree on a lot of stuff, or do you think we're going to be very different?
Well, we already all talked every day anyway.
Yeah.
Even coaching at different schools, like I would call you for
Right.
help or advice or whatever the case may be. So I don't think that we necessarily disagree on things. It's just like a different perspective. You're like, oh yeah, that might work, but instant offense.
Instant offense.
Instant
Yes, I've already
I can't
gotten
wait.
some plays from you.
I cannot wait to
drink
draw
even
up some
more.
plays for you.
and make some subs.
Oh,
You've already been doing that though.
well, yeah.
Yeah, y'all. In the middle of our game, she will sub somebody from the sidelines
All the
you know.
time. I'm like up.
It's
in the
hilarious.
bleachers.
'Cause
I'm like, hey,
as a head
you,
coach, sometimes
hey.
I'm locked in and I'm going, and it's funny. And then I'll look at the table and Kim will be like, I subbed her in. Be like, okay, it's fine.
So
I trust you. I
go
trust
get her.
So it's natural. I think we're gonna work well together, be able to bounce ideas, and I'm really excited about you coming as far as like player development too, because you have a lot of knowledge from Georgia Tech, San Diego State. So you're gonna be able to work more hands-on with the players, even though you would help before, but now you're gonna be there even more. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is just like I'm excited to kind of just learn and watch you because I've like been watching you, but it's been from afar, right? And
Day to day.
Yeah, of course I've been in some practices and I'm like, dang, that's some good stuff right there.
Thank you.
But like I actually like get to see it on a daily basis, so that'll be fun. And like you said, our personalities are so different, and you're like. You do really good at making sure you sit down and break down and talk to just in general, like not even about basketball, but just like
Everything else.
just life in general. Like during the summer when you had the girls, they were writing on the paper and things like that. So
Try to get creative. So
Yeah.
that brings another thing. Like that's why I like to coach high school because you never know who you're gonna get. Like college, you have your program. You say, hey, this is what we do. We're gonna do this every single time, and you can go recruit somebody to fit your program. Whereas for high school, you never know who's gonna walk through the door, right? And so I like being able to do different things and teach the girls different things. So it's fun to me.
Well, I'm excited and I'm glad to be back in the red. Y'all teased me for a long time about that.
Yeah, in that blue.
Wearing blue all the time. Like you didn't
red.
wear blue in college, but we'll let that go.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So next thing. Any fears or anything about joining or coming? Because you're coming from private school to public school, so it will be a little bit different. Our school is, I think, as far as like high school, it's a lot more kids. Like I said, you're teaching geometry. Yeah. Are you kind of nervous about that?
I am, just because in general, people are scared of math.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why, because it's how you count your money. And that's why I always enjoyed math. But people are terrified of math. They're like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But
and there's a lot of math in sports.
Yes,
angles and everything
even
like that.
Even how the court is designed. Like if you take a look, like an aerial view of it, like I don't know, but I'm definitely nervous. I can't say that I haven't worked with that class size because I had all the kids in the gym at one time.
I got you.
But teaching geometry is definitely going to be a change.
Okay.
It's going to be different, but I'm excited. And I met with a couple kids today that came by my classroom while I was painting. And they were like, "Oh, I'm such and such," and I was like, "Nice to meet you." And their mom was like, "What do they need for your class?" And I was like, wasn't prepared for that question, but I'm working on the syllabus, and I'll get it to you on Monday. And then I did tell them that I was like kind of old school, new school. I'm like, hey, we putting those Chromebooks up pretty much. Like,
yeah.
I like learning math, with handwritten notes. So it should be fun.
It will be fun. It will. All right. Strengths. What would you say what strengths are you going to bring to joining the Hardaway staff?
Well, like I said earlier, instant offense. Like I love.
Yeah, you're a shooter.
I love offense, and I have come to appreciate defense.
Yes.
But
we have others on staff that are like.
But
defense.
I always feel like if I hit 3 threes, and then I turn the ball over 3 times, and you steal it, and you go make a layup, I still win. It's 9-6. That's just basic math.
Okay, we're not gonna tell the girls that. I'm just playing.
I'm just saying. But I'm
sure Michaela can appreciate that.
I have come to like defense though, and I love a good help defense now.
Yes.
So that's exciting, but for sure instant offense. Like one of my favorite things to do is draw out of bounds plays, like underneath the basket.
So that's good. I'm happy that you're coming. That's going to take some of the weight off me about thinking about stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. So make sure that you all are tuned in to Hardaway. Our game's going to be streaming, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. So we're going to take another break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here comes more big rigs loaded with new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,500 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until October. Glenn Smith GMC, now celebrating 33 years. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $13,000 off MSRP. New 2026 Chevy Equinox with all-around versatility and affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
we're back. Sideline Stories with Kim and Kelly on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Question: How did you maintain? How are you maintaining, and how did you like build that culture, like winning culture, at Hardaway that has come? Because when we were there, we won.
Yes, we did. We did.
And then it kind of
it's kind of how
it just dipped off a little bit.
Yeah.
So how did you bring it back around?
Got you. Well, on our rings that we get next Thursday at our ring ceremony.
Next Thursday,
right? Ring ceremony next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. at Hardaway. Y'all please come out.
Please support.
Engraved in our ring, it says "Tradition starts here."
Okay.
And before that quote, a few years back, it was rebuilding tradition was like the theme. So, like you said, when we were there was a kind of a tradition of winning, and then it kind of dipped off, and that happens when you're dealing with high school. Because, like I say, you never know who's gonna come through your door.
Yep.
But honestly, running, discipline, running. Like I said, when I first started Hardaway, we had literally 7 girls on the team.
Okay.
And I'll never forget my first summer, or actually like some postseason, I started trying to do stuff with them. And sometimes they would show up and sometimes they wouldn't. And I'm like, this is not going to fly. So every time,
7 players.
Every time, even if one person not here, we're running for it. Like every time. So just getting people to be committed.
So they started being more accountable.
Yeah, well, just, the first thing is showing up.
Yeah.
You got to show up every day. So once we got that going, if you're used to losing games, it's kind of like,
oh, whatever.
Yeah, and you kind of expect, I don't want to say expect to lose, but when you're outmatched, but you can always play hard, and we know what that looks like. So I would also make them run a suicide for every point they lost by. And like just started, I think one time we lost by like 35. I think they'll never forget that. You can ask some of my players, and they're like, we're really going to do this? Yes, we're really going to do this. Because how about next time, lose by 20? Try to lose by a little bit less every time, because it should be important to you.
Yeah.
So, and eventually it started getting less and less, and then we started ending up on the winning side. So I think that getting them to believe in themselves and just expecting to win, like, and especially like tough games, sometimes the game can go either way, but you can just tell in the way that the game is played and the way that the players are competing if winning is important to them. So I had to make winning important, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I used to think, why isn't winning important? Like when did winning become so important to us? Like what made us so competitive?
I don't know. It probably started back when we were playing Nintendo 64.
But we've always been competitive, but I'm thinking like when I first started playing AAU, and even if we would win sometimes, our coach was Coach Hicks at the time, we would be outside running after games. And so I think that helped like kind of fuel and take our winning spirit to like the next level, because without even knowing, it was like little thing became important.
Right.
So I kind of had to kind of bring that to them. And then, like I said, each year just got better and better. And then I started getting more talented players. Like, at first we would just kind of get like one each year,
and then you
one or
two, like
two or three, like, and that makes it.
And then you had that huge senior class.
Yeah,
last
this
year
huge senior class last year, my 7 seniors, and they were just a really great bunch. Never had to worry about them getting in trouble. I could sleep fine at night. I never had to worry about anything. And I think that's because they came into like the culture. I had some leaders, that weren't necessarily the most dynamic players, but they were leaders, they were coachable, they played hard. And so then it was easy for this young group who was super tall, super talented, to come in and learn from them and then just transform it and take it up another notch. So now I have a young group coming in who really don't really know what it takes.
Yeah.
So it's almost like starting over
Gotcha.
again. So I'm gonna need all hands on deck.
Well, I'm here now.
I'm gonna need all hands on deck for this group. You know, and also generations are kind of different. So this is a little younger generation.
Yeah.
And they have
the COVID babies.
They have a lot of personality. I have very diverse personalities, and you know, just gonna try to figure out what motivates them. I think that's a big thing with players nowadays, figuring out what motivates them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know for me at Brookstone, our team bonding like helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And my girls were the ones that always initiated it. They're
Right.
Like I don't. A lot of people don't know this, but I love to bowl. I bowl in a league every Thursday night.
And go to tournaments.
Yes, I do travel
National
for
tournaments.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But they were so excited that I could bowl. Like, so they're always asking me to bowl.
That's cool.
And they're like, "Oh, they're like, Coach Kim, can we go to Bolero?" And I'm like, "Yeah, come on." Like, I'm not gonna turn down bowling. So
we're gonna start bowling at Hardaway.
Yeah.
Okay, girls, get ready. Parents, get ready.
Yep.
About to add bowling.
I mean, bowling it helps with precision. You gotta hit your mark.
Focus.
You gotta hit your mark every time, like a pass.
Okay.
So, it's team bonding. Like, for me, I feel like kind of helped mesh my girls. And that year we made it to the state championship, I felt like we had our group was so tight, and we did a lot of things together, like cracking jokes, and just things like that. Crazy stories. It's like one time, it's the first game of the season, and I forget the book at home.
The scorebook.
The scorebook at home.
How far away?
I can't remember where we were traveling to, but we had a charter bus.
Oh,
so it was pretty
you had to run home
so it was pretty
before the
far.
bus left.
Yes, so I had to run home before the bus left. And I'm texting our group chat, and I'm like, "Hey, like, oh, I got the drinks. I got snacks. I got jerseys. I like had everything because I hadn't issued out anything yet." And then I text, "I got balls." And they just took it and ran with it, and they literally laughed the entire trip up there. And then Christmas comes, and we have our annual Christmas party that we like to do. And the girls got me boxers for Christmas. Like, it was so funny.
They have good sense of humor.
Yeah, they do. And
that's funny.
That's
crazy.
They did also get me a pair of shoes, so that was fun too. So just stuff like that, I think, kind of helps build that, cohesiveness, and it just makes it fun.
So for your Christmas parties, like they just, because we've done like a Secret Santa before, or we've done White Elephant.
Okay.
So do y'all do it like that, or is it just people just bring?
No, so
stuff,
we like to do the Secret Santa.
Secret Santa,
not Secret Santa, but the White Elephant, where we steal.
You can steal the gifts.
Yeah,
okay.
steal from each other. And we have it at somebody's house, and
we had it at the gym.
Look into the budget, and try to figure out whatever meal. I'll ask them. Hey, they love Mexican.
Just have like a
just get the Mexican. Yeah,
that's cool.
And it was always fun.
So I can put you in charge of team bonding.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, you have some good ideas, and also Coach Fuller, he has some good ideas too, like going to a WNBA game.
Yeah, that would be fun.
What else? I think there's like some maybe zip lining stuff. Maybe
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You
heard it here first. I'm not doing
Callaway, they have like some, obstacle course type stuff. That could be fun.
No,
get out your comfort zone.
I did when I was in college, and they made me do it.
We went rafting in college for team bonding. Would you do rafting?
No, I can't swim.
That's right, you can't. You have a life jacket.
No, I don't care.
Okay, you're not playing around the water. Well, anyway, team bonding, we did rafting before. That was fun. There are also some like leadership activities, like the mind game, like where you have. Okay, well we're gonna do it. I'll show it to you.
We need to go to an escape room.
Escape rooms are so expensive.
They are, but we could maybe come up with our own.
You're gonna make your own?
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe we could come up with our own.
Good idea.
So.
Good idea. Okay. Sounds good. So what it is as far as like our personalities are kind of dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people say I'm not a yeller. I feel like I yell at the games.
It's just different. Like, I think because I have a resting face, people think I'm like really super mean, but I really am the nice one. And you smile all the time, and you are like going off on people in the nicest, nastiest way possible.
Right? Because I mean, I'm not gonna cuss them out or anything like that. I'm just gonna I'm gonna tell them exactly.
I use a few colorful words, but
I'm gonna say exactly. I just tell the truth with a little bit of sarcasm.
It's probably the sarcasm that gets people. Like with me, it's like you know what you're gonna get, but with you,
because I'm smiling, it's a secret. Like
it's like, oh my gosh,
is she really yelling at me? But I think most of the time my girls they appreciate it, especially like once they graduate. I have some of my players they call or text me like Kavana, and man, we have a good time now just laughing about old stuff.
Just laughing about old stuff.
Yeah, they'll be like, Coach, you remember you did this? Do you remember when this happened? I had one girl, my point guard, one of my most explosive point guard I've ever had, Janiyah Gary. A lot of people don't know her. She was there my first year. Yeah. First 2 years probably. And she would not do a left hand layup.
Nope, she
to
sure
save
would not.
her life.
I remember that.
And that you know me, I'm all fundamentals. We're in high school now. You're on the right side, use your right hand. You're on the left side, you have to be able to use your left hand. And she just refused to do it. And I think we were running a 16, which is the sidelines. And she just kept doing the and I said, if you don't use your left hand on this layup, I said, you're about to do a layup right now. Pass her the ball. Everybody's on the sideline. We just ran 16. If you don't use your left hand this time, we're going to run double.
Yikes.
She tried me.
She laid it up with the right?
She still went up and laid up with the right. I said, okay,
Man.
32. And everybody was like, oh, come on,
Like,
she
could have just went like this, huh?
I would have taken, if she would have missed, I would have been fine with it. Because it's practice, right? Where else are you going to grow?
Right.
She still went up with the right hand. And I was like, oh.
Filet.
She thought I was playing. I probably was smiling. Get on the line. Get on the line. So, so even though I do smile a lot, because I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I'm happy to see people. I'm happy that we're there. Like, happy to be alive. So, but we're going to get things done.
Right.
And we're going to do the right thing. So, do you have any, I remember coming to your games. Y'all, I would come to Kim's games sometimes and, like, just be like, calm down. Calm down. And I remember one time you called a timeout and, like, you walked out to half court to one of your players. You want to explain what happened?
Oh, yeah.
And during that?
I met Taylor Williams at half court.
Yeah.
So, Taylor Williams was my best player on the team, that state championship runner-up team. And the year before we got to GIAA, we were still in GHSA private. So we were playing tough teams like Wesleyan, St. Francis,
if I remember
Green
playing
Forest,
them.
like, and really, it was hard to compete with that. Like Atlanta schools, you know, they
have a lot more to pull from.
Yeah. So it's my first year being a head coach, and we're still in GHSA private, and we make it to state, right? And that first round, yep, we won.
Okay.
I can't remember who we played, but we won.
All right.
Second round.
Big moves.
Right. Second round.
Sweet 16.
We played Green Forest. And the previous year when I was an assistant, we had lost to them.
You want to get back.
Yeah, I want to get back.
Okay.
Like, Taylor's a junior at the time. And we have a decent group of girls. And I brought in people to, like, scrimmage against them. Like, I'm out there scrimmaging against them, and it's like 2 minutes left in the game. I have 2 timeouts left, and
what's the score?
I can't remember.
Was it close?
It was close, definitely close. And Taylor has the ball. Well, we're taking out the ball around half court, and I have always told her, just step behind the half
Get
court
in the
line.
back court.
Just step behind the half court line.
Yeah, right. Get
She
in the back court so you don't have to worry about the violation.
She catches the ball right in front of half court. And then Green Forest girl starts rushing her, pressuring her, and she's leaning back about to fall over. Boom, I got to burn the timeout. And I met her at half court. And I can't really remember what I told that girl, but she was crying.
Right.
But
because I've told you many times.
I commend her because she sucked it up, and we went back out there and we beat Green Forest.
Okay.
Now,
she's a tough kid.
Our prize was to play St. Francis, and we lost by like 40 points. But
you made it. You made it to the next round.
Yep.
So that was Elite 8, I guess. Maybe, or maybe it was the other way around. But wait, anyway, you advanced to the next round of state.
Yep.
With again a group of girls that were the underdogs.
Yep.
And just making a name for yourself.
Yep. Trying to.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think I have had a couple of people cry with me, but I don't know if I don't think I made them cry. I think they were just like upset with their performance. I don't know. I'd have to ask them.
They probably gonna say you made them cry.
No.
You know how they are, probably.
No, I don't think so. Just but it comes. Everything that we say comes from a place of love.
Oh, for sure. And
just trying to push.
As soon as the game is over, like once we get done with our talk, and
yeah, everything's good.
Like
I think teenage girls are criers anyway. A lot of times.
Yeah.
Callie told me that I didn't tell in my story last week that mom told her that I didn't tell the whole story because I was crying because I wasn't playing that much.
Yeah, she
okay.
She
and I was like, okay,
yeah,
I wanted to play. So yes, I did cry.
Yeah.
I was like in 10th grade. Probably did. So it's okay. I sucked it up, worked hard, got better.
Now look at you, all American.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So definitely fun times.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in to Sideline Stories with Kim and Kelly. We hope y'all enjoyed the show, and thank y'all for watching. Tune in for the next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.